Hey guys, how we doing? Haven't made a video in a few days, so I figure I go knock one out. Not too much going on, just my parents are up from Florida, and I've been doing stuff with them and getting some work done, trying to make a few bucks. But anyway, I want to make a video of something. You guys follow my channel pretty much are familiar with the bike I'm working on right now. It's down off the lift, kind of give you a better idea what it looks like on the ground. I love the look of the gas tank. I love the fact that it's got that tombstone look. It kind of goes from fat to thin. I don't have the light on the back of it right now. But I like the fact of how low and long it is. Now it's a little dark in here. But it's coming along. That's really not what this one's about anyway. vwdarrin, who lives in Florida. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, you definitely want to do that, especially if you're into VWs. He hooked me up with a one of those Chinese engine kits for bicycles. So he knows they make a lot of stuff with bikes. And my parents also live in Florida, so they got together and he gave them the motor kit that somebody gave him, and now I have it. So we're going to kind of go take a walk back to my shed out back. I store a bunch of stuff for the future, and one of the things when I saw the motor on his channel was a bike that I thought that would fit very well with, and we're going to go check that out right now. The shed out back, I kind of store some stuff, and here's some bits and pieces in the box. I already started ahead of you guys. I already put the motor on a bike that I picked up about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And what this bike is one of those, and you guys that are in your 40s definitely remember these from your childhood. This is kind of like the schwinn muscle bikes, they call them. There's like orange crate and green something, and etc., etc. They started making knockoffs of those in the mid to late 90s. This is one of those bikes. It's not a real one, but that's okay. Here's the motor that we got from them, and I wanted to see how well it kind of fit in the frame. It is tight, but it will fit in there actually pretty good. I may cut that frame and open it up a little bit if I have to. If not, it has, to me, the fact that it's kind of tight in here. The scale of it is just right. It just kind of fits that bike. It looks like it was, that motor was made for that size bike. It fills in the cavity in the center of it quite well. He's got that little tiny front tire and a little Springer front end on him. I know it's dark in here. Sorry guys. But see if we can turn the light on the camera. Just hold on. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, I get the light, should come on. Come on. Anyway, this is what we got going on. The crank does clear on both sides, so you will still be able to pedal it. And that's what's probably good about these motors, is that they're so skinny. And this one does say on it, a lot of the new ones, they call them 66 or 80 cc's, 66 in the USA and 80 in China. If you look at this one, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but that says 50 cc's. So if you do get pulled over, this is within the guidelines of what's supposed to be on there, and it does actually say it on the motor, which is nice. With that, in New Hampshire, the state that I live in, the things that you need, not even to be a moped, you don't even have to have a plate on it or anything, is it has to be 50 cc's or under. You cannot have any kind of manual shifting on the outside of it, as far as you can't have this motor go to a gearbox and then have gears that you change. You could have it automatic or like a torque converter setup, but you can't have anything that you manually shift. And the bike still has to pedal, and it has to have a front and rear tail light. So and then you can just ride them on the street without anything. So I think this will make for a really cool build. I am not going to start on this until I finish with the other one that I have going on in front, because if I do that, I'll never get back to the other one. It's got a hook or a sprocket on the back. This back tire is 20 inches. And most of these bikes that these kits get put on are like mountain bikes or balloon tire bikes. So this will be I haven't seen any of this style bike with this motor setup, so it may be cool to try to be a little on the original side. And I like that. It came with another wheel, and this is a 26-inch rim. What I do like about this setup, I'm gonna probably steal it for something else, is that a lot of times what they have is you got to bolt through the spokes, and the spokes hold the rim to the they sandwich like two pieces of rubber, bolts, and another ring on the inside, and they sandwich it and they grab it by the spokes. It's not very strong. This one actually has a hub that bolts right to the wheel, and makes for a much more stout kind of setup. So it's definitely not going on this bike, but it will go on something else. We'll add that to my bike stash. As you can see, there's 3 more of those Orange County chopper bikes back here, waiting for their turn at the chop saw. It will happen. And you kind of see some bits and pieces and parts that I stash away like a chipmunk, especially in the wintertime. This is the stuff that's not covered with snow. Let's go get the gas tank. Let's go see what that gas tank looks like on there. I'm not a fan of these tanks, but on this little bike, it actually might look okay. What else we got? This is a 44 tooth sprocket. The one that's on that bike, that rim up there, is 50. I'm thinking I need to be down in like the 30s because that back rim is so small to get the gear ratio back to where it should be. What else we got in here? This thing's a brake setup. I would guess it would go on a back wheel. I don't see any, like, it looks like there's a couple of parts from different setups on here. But I would need the hub that fits on the inside of here for the brakes to stop on. Yeah. There's the exhaust. Ain't that cute? Actually, probably fit this. Let's grab that too. Grab the tank. I kind of make my own tanks out of other stuff. I have a couple of, a common thing is water bottles. And that last bike, I built my own tank. Let's go see what this looks like. I don't know, actually don't look too bad. It kind of fits in. That seat's got to come down some. Let me back up. That's not too bad. What about the exhaust? Drag it over the other side. I'll set the tank on there. I don't know if I like it hung low like that. Maybe so. See, the bike's in the way. A little customization going on there. Kind of shoots down. Maybe. Maybe not. I can just make my own, maybe. Got to clear the pedals. That's the biggest thing. Maybe come up. Maybe come up right through and out the center. I don't know. When you were a kid, if you had one of these bikes, you were the shit. There I am, I'm 47 years old. Reliving my youth, I guess. What the hell? You only go through life once. Enjoy it with what you like. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, I also want to give a little shout out thanks to T-Man. Not slash, straight line across. You know what I'm talking about. MAN''S. He put up a video today of linking the other bike that I'm building and kind of give me a shout out. I do appreciate that. If you guys are into this kind of stuff that I'm making, you also want to check him out too. He definitely makes some really cool stuff. what he's working with, he comes out with some really neat stuff as far as go-karts. Now he's building a I think what you would want to call it. It's basically, it looks like a mini bike on steroids, and it's running like ATV tires front and rear. So it's got like 12-inch wide tires front and rear, and he makes everything, you know, right down to just starting with boxing out a frame and going from there. He doesn't build from something else. So if you guys want to check something out that's along the line of the stuff that I make, give him a shout and tell him I said hi. All right, guys, thanks very much for watching, and hopefully we get back to doing some wrenching in the garage, and we start on that other bike again and get it all done up and do some more riding around videos. Hey, take care. Bye.